Alright, hope this is going well. We just started a live stream because I have nothing else to do but to do a live stream because I didn't really prepare for my 10th anniversary. I was hopefully doing something. I was planning on doing a stop motion of my character thanking everyone, but unfortunately that just didn't happen, and there's a couple of reasons why, which I'll get into later on, but I'm going to share the stream a little bit because I kind of need to. Also, I forgot to change the thumbnail of the video, and I don't know what to change it to. So that's kind of awkward. Can I change it from here? Didn't even give me the option to change it. There's the thumbnail. Let's go ahead and change it to something. I don't know. Trying to look for something. See if I have any files. Do. Is there anything good to change it to? I know, very professional, is it not? Let's see. I know I got something to change this to. There's gotta be something. Hello, people who are coming into the chat. I'm sorry that this is not really as professional. We'll just keep it like that. I don't know. Hello, Ethan, Tommy, Sparkswipe, Justin is also here. Admiral Snack Bar is also here. So we do have people. Uh-huh. I told my parents I would have people coming in. And here they are. And they're also messaging me on Discord. Just asking, do you have a Discord server? Yes, I do. I have a Discord server. Someone keeps saying hi to me and I don't reply because if you got nothing to say to me, then don't message me. I know that sounds like a douchey thing to say, but like, I've got other things going on. If you have something to say, then okay, I'll reply to it. But if all you're gonna say is hello, hi, hi, hello, hi, then no. um, and it's basically because I've been in. Oh God, my YouTube isn't maintaining enough. Blah blah blah. This is going really well, is it not? Maybe it's because that needs to close down. Come on. I don't know why this is so difficult for me. I had everything prepared for this live stream, and then all of a sudden things kept getting in the way. Okay. Anyways, there we go. Is the domain coming? I don't know. It sometimes shows up. Okay. Anyways, the reason why I don't usually reply is because I've been in a cycle of messages where we just say hi to each other, and that's pretty much it. And I'm like, well, if we got nothing to say, then don't know what we're doing here. Anyways, so yes, it's my channel's 10th anniversary on YouTube. So that's pretty exciting stuff. I have a whole bunch of videos. There's got to be something I made that was good, I'm sure. Some people seem to like the older videos, especially around 2015 and 2016, when Bionicle Gen 2 was going around, and Mega Construx Halo fans I've apparently hit it off with a lot of the reviews. And yeah, I've made a lot of mistakes. I've made a lot of not good choices. I'm pretty sure I've annoyed a lot of people, and my opinions haven't been the best. But it's my channel, and so there's that. That's what I could say about it. I started basically around 2011 because I had this other YouTube channel called TFan Page 101 that was mainly focused on Transformers related content, reviews, stop motion, blah, blah, blah. And because it was mostly about Transformers, it didn't really leave enough room to do some Bionicle stuff and Halo stuff that I was interested in. And what's funny is that sometimes when I focus on either Bionicle or Halo content, someone will come in and be like, oh, I thought you were doing Bionicle content, or you're going back to doing Bionicle content, or the other way around for Halo. And the funny part is that it's always been like that. There's been certain times where I just put my focus into mainly one series. It's not like I'm disbanding one series. It's just that, oh, this is cool, but my focus right now is this. That's why I have the Transformers channel as the main focus, is because they put out more relevant things going on. They recently put out a whole wave of upcoming Transformers, and so there's more to talk about with Transformers and what's going on with that than there is Bionicle. And even Halo sometimes, because, okay, Halo's got games, books, and whatnot, but I'm mostly into the Mega Construx stuff, so not really much to talk about right there. Um, but, there is at times, and I try to keep updated with that. Um, but yeah, I also want to point out that some people are probably questioning, hey, where's the reviews? What happened to those? Uh, that was kind of a big thing for me for a while because I actually had a lot of time to do that. And now I'm just, again, trying to focus on Transformers content. See, what was going on was that I had a lot of the Transformers content um, that was pretty much put on hold, and I knew what was going on at a certain point of time. And then after that point of time, I needed to come back to that and figure out what I have to do and what's going on with that. So that's why sometimes you'll see me come in and out on this channel, in case anyone's wondering about that. Um, but it's not like I want to neglect this channel. I noticed one of these blades are off. Kind of weird. There we go. That's a lot better. There you go. So yeah, it's not like I don't want to do content on this channel. There's a lot of videos that I want to do. There's a lot of ideas that I have for Bionicle stop motions and whatnot. It's just kind of hard for me. Another reason why it's difficult for me to do that kind of stuff is because when doing stop motion, and this is going to sound kind of weird, I have anxiety. And the main reason why is because, one, it might not turn out that good because my equipment is not the best. Not so much hit film, but I don't have a stop motion focus program right now, and I need to look into that. But uh, sorry if I blank out sometimes. But not only that, I just have anxiety sitting in one place for a while and put my focus in something. Because I feel like, okay, if something happens, then I have to stop everything and I have to focus on that. It's kind of a weird anxiety, but, it is one. Hey, Toa, what are Mega Construx breakout beasts? Are you asking what they are in general? So a long time ago, Mega Blocks, what their name was, did a bunch of Dragons lines, and eventually they started a sub theme. Like they would always have sub themes, like, oh, this year is Metal Ages and Fire and Ice and whatnot, and basically that just affects what kind of toys they're producing. I think the first one was Crystal Wars, so you had all these collectible crystals. But eventually they did this Plasma Dragon lineup, and they would come with this kind of gooey cocoon inside an egg, and then you also have that dragon. Eventually, I guess that succeeded pretty well because they didn't just do that for dragons. Because what they were just basic packs of dragon eggs, and you just have that. They didn't really have full on sets or anything like that. Maybe one or two that kind of had the name, but it felt kind of thrown in. But after that first wave, they started expanding a little bit more. So they had plasma dinosaurs eventually, and then they had full waves of other things like plasma tech and plasma monsters and whatnot. And basically, they would just be these little action figures that you get in a little cocoon. And they were really tiny, but they were really cool too because there was a lot of detail, a lot of molded aspects to them. And they were relatively cheap as well, and you could pretty much get them anywhere, and they were pretty cool. Eventually, the Plasma Dragon lineup had bigger sets, so it wasn't just the little dragons. They had the big dragons, they had the play sets, they had the castles, they even had little human minifigures that kind of sucked, honestly, but still, they had an expansive line. And eventually, when they just had that going, they canceled Dragons and they canceled the Plasma line. So that was pretty much it. And so we fast forward to, I think, 2018, 2019. I want to say 2018. I feel like 2019 is a little too early, but fast forward, and they produced this Breakout Beast lineup. And it was so similar to the original Plasma Dragon lineup. They were bigger beasts and they had new pieces because originally the Plasma Dragons, it was just you attach the limbs and then the wings, and that was it. And the wings were all one piece. Um, so it pretty much had like the head, body, arms, legs, and tail and wings. So pretty much just 8 pieces for the beast itself. Nowadays they have about 20 to 30. Um, because they gotta put on the armor now. But they're bigger and they come with a different way of slime instead of a rubbery cocoon that you just pretty much peel the beast and the parts out. You have to pull them out of the slime, but essentially it was the same idea. And for any older collector that's collected the line back in the day, you would recognize some of the names. So I think Torchwing was a dragon from the past. I think Blackwing was as well. Uh, some of the names were recycled from the original Plasma Dragon lineup, as well as other various lines from Mega Blocks, with the original Dragons lineup and the Dragons Universe reboot lineup that they did. Um, so I used to collect the Dragons lineup, and I was so into the Plasma Dragons. And when I saw that they did Breakup Beasts, I thought, oh, that's pretty cool, but I'm not sure if I'm going to get them. Because, this is something nostalgic, but I got to focus on Transformers and whatnot. And somehow I got pretty much most of the line now. I'm missing a 3-pack. I'm missing some of the spitters. And I'm missing 2 Breakout Beasts from the new wave. But other than that, that's pretty much it. I've got most of the line. So that's pretty much an idea of what the Breakup Beast, where it kind of came from, the origins and whatnot. So basically, Beast, you build out of slime, you peel out of the slime, comes in an egg. Now they're mystery packs. They weren't mystery packs in the past. My throat is very dry right now for some reason. It's he! Dark Takanuva. Nonetheless, your TF stuff has been great, and whatever you do next, I know will be awesome. You're awesome. Thank you. Volts Motion. Can't stick around because I got stuff to do, but congrats on the 10th anniversary. Thank you so much. Sounds interesting. Kind of crazy. To think how young I was back when I first found you through the G2 Hype Train video. Oh, yeah. What is your favorite Mega figure? Oh, God. I don't know. I'm really liking that new Halo Infinite Spartan Recon that came from the Banshee Breakout. I think that's what it is. But as far as figure is concerned, I don't know. I have a Neo Shifter that's pretty cool. It was basically like Mega Blocks trying to be Bionicle and Transformers at the same time, so it was kind of weird. Anyways, the origin of my channel. So I wanted to create some Bionicle content, and I started off with showing off a mock that I did. And it was a terrible mock. And people kept informing me that this has to be a terrible mock. And it's like, okay, I'm just a young kid. I mean, I was pretty much a teenager, but I was a kid at heart. Basically, I just, did a video of just something I pulled together. It wasn't really much, and right away I could tell that this was a very welcoming community. Because yeah, as soon as I did the video, man, there was a lot of hate behind it. And it was just like, okay, it's honestly not the best mock, but like, you gonna treat a kid like that? So I kind of backed away from that. But what was cool is that, I was into the Halo stuff, so I started doing stop motions and videos of that, and it was so bad quality. You could still see them on the channel. I think the main character was like a little grunt. I had the Red Covenant combat unit that came out some time ago. Like, I don't know, it must be 10 years now. But I got that set, and I was so happy to have it because it was such a rare set to get, and just kept using the minifigures from that in stop motion. So I remember one of my oldest videos had to do with pretty much all the characters from that. And I just kept doing stop motions and animations and videos based on those characters. And I just expanded to pretty much using any Halo character. One of my most proudest stop motions as a kid, like before 2015, was basically just, I think it was an ODST who had his pistol and he was just sneaking around, and you can see an elite on the back, and basically he just spins around, shoots the elite, and then runs off, and you can see that the elite is down. And it's such a quick stop motion, but I was surprised how well it came out. Another stop motion that I was kind of proud of was a fight between, I think it was just two Spartans, and I tried to do as many stop motion tricks as I can with basically anything that I had, and I tried to hide all the wires and whatnot, like most stop motion creators use. It was basically kind of like a test and demo of how I can do it, and I thought it turned out pretty well. But I think what most people will remember when it comes to my older Halo stop motions is the 10 Rules of a Halo Christmas, which I realize is not as good as I remember, but it's the one that people definitely remember because that was a stop motion contest entry, so a lot of people got to see that. But not only that, that stop motion won me the Mammoth, the Halo Mammoth, which is, in case anyone doesn't know, is a 2,000 piece huge set. Like, you should see the size of the wheels of this thing. And that pretty much solidified that, oh, I got something here with the channel. um and I think the best part about that video that I think won over, and I'm not trying to toot my own horn, was when I thought of the script, it just like instantly, yeah, I had something here. Didn't think that, oh, I'm gonna totally win, although in my head I kind of had that idea like I might win, but I didn't know if I can just win on the script alone because my stop motion skills weren't the best, but especially my background, it was horrible. But apparently I won. Um, Apparently it was good enough, and I just tried to make it a comedy. And I think pretty much everything that I wanted to put in that video came out in that video. So I was really proud of that one. Looking back, it's not the best, but of course, I can say that about pretty much any video. What else is there to talk about? Okay, Bionicle content. Let's talk about that. So I did a couple of little small videos, and then when 2015 came around with the new Bionicle sets, well, I guess 2014. It was the end of 2014. Um, I was doing a lot of hype videos about the new sets coming out because it was like, oh, Bionicle reboot's coming back, which yeah, it wasn't really the best, but hey, Bionicle came back, so that's exists. Um, but I was really excited anyways because hey, this is something that I really love, and I'm glad that Lego was doing it. And I did a couple of videos on that, and a lot of people remember me for that. So yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. One of the biggest videos was the hype train video. There was something about Tahoe, but I think people remember the car part adventures videos that I did. Um, I also like had auditions for some of my self-mock characters to do videos, but then I thought, um, but then I kind of cowered with that, unfortunately. Um, and I just didn't really have an idea of the script. Like, for a lot of the shows I wanted to do, I just didn't really prepare so much for it. And so when it came to like, okay, I gotta really put down the notes and script and everything, and thinking about it, it just became a little too much for me. Um, so yeah, it was kind of unfortunate, and I really regret putting out auditions for these characters, and it never really came to be. Especially when I announced, okay, these are the characters, and didn't really do anything with them. Um, I think it was around 2015, if I'm not mistaken, is when I started my self mock. So I didn't have a whole bunch of pieces to use for a lot of these Bionicle sets. Basically, what I use for my mocks came from either sets that I had duplicates of or just extra parts I had laying around from the Cherry Bomb toys. So I didn't really have a lot to work with, and I still kind of don't have a lot to work with. But I was just, you know, I just decided, okay, I'm going to build a Bionicle set based on nothing. And so I created a Vortrek, and looking back at the first version of the mock, it was not good. Basically, the Anuma mask was flipped around because I wanted something different, and everyone was doing that. And I just had that, and it wasn't that good. I think my mock skills have gotten better. I'm not going to say they're good, but they've gotten better. Um, and you know, there are definitely sets that I want to try and rebuild, like clicks and stuff. But I think the proudest build that I've got, and the reason why I brought this one out, is Akana. And I'm still kind of tweaking this one, but I think that she is just probably the best mock that I've ever really done because I put a lot of time and effort on this. Um, so yeah, and I really do like how she came out. I recently picked this up and I was like, hey, that's pretty cool. The funny part about her is that I thought, oh, I really want to change up the arms because for the longest time she had the Rakshi limbs for the arms, and it just didn't really work because it was like a dark gray piece and it was really obnoxious. But then I looked back at the mock on the shelf. Oh, it's custom made arms. Okay, well, never mind then. Still want to redo them because I have a couple of ideas for that, but you know, that's not bad. Plus, also, I wanted to give her the proper shoulder articulation, even though that piece keeps popping out of the joints. I think it's a little too far back, but I mean, I can fix that later. But she's got a double shoulder joint, which I really do like. And yeah. Going back to the chat. What is your favorite? Oh, I already read that. 10th anniversary Toa Mega Construct set. Yeah, that'd be cool. Mega Blocks or Mega Constructs is actually subscribed to my channel because I did that stop motion thing, and they were the ones that sent it out, and they decided, hey, we're gonna subscribe to you as well. So that was cool. Blind Bags Part 3 with Simon. Is Part 2 out? I don't know if Part 2 is out right now. We haven't even filmed that yet. What is the rarest of the sets that you have? Are you talking about Bionicle or Halo? People are too aggressive over people's mocks. Yeah, definitely. Hey, Bonktacular Productions. I see you're still using that logo. Are your old videos still up? So I don't think the first mock videos are up anymore. I think they're private, but the older stop motions, yes, they're not that good. So keep that in mind. Wild Mammoth, exactly. I know the feeling of starting a Bionicle series and not continuing finishing it. I think a lot of people on YouTube pretty much have that similar thing, honestly. Which is kind of unfortunate, but you know, we're not. I don't want to say we're not professionals. I notice that you know people who are still in the stop motion have become a little more professional, and some people even work on big projects. I noticed one of them was working on Robot Chicken now, but you know, for a lot of people back in the day, it was just kind of this free roam thing, and you know, it wasn't really a big deal. So yeah, um, I know you don't care for upgrade sets, but would you like one for SS Satellite Soundwave? Uh, you're talking about the tentacle things, because you were asking me about that. Um, if I don't have to modify the figure that much, that's one of the reasons why I don't buy upgrade kits as well. I don't know why I don't bring this up. Usually I say that I don't buy upgrade kits because, okay, I could use the money to buy a different Transformer or Bionicle or something, but the other reason, and I don't know why I constantly blank out on this, is because you have to modify the figure. What I saw recently, upgrade kit for the Earthrise RC where you have to push the pin out, and I think someone broke theirs when they were doing that, and I don't want to risk that with any of the figures. So you know, I I already feel kind of bad for the recent Studio Series stuff because I feel like some of the hinges and joints are gonna break. Luckily, mine hasn't. There's some stress marks, but I can't think of anything that actually broke. Um, but yeah, if I don't have to modify it too much, then I'm all right with that. No, you don't have to modify the figure. You just plug it in on the side, and it comes out as with some filler pieces. Ah, okay. Victor the Grunt, yes. Metroid. Yep, Metroid's the one working on Robot Chicken now. That is crazy. Like to think about that, it's insane. Quick question: are you planning on entering the TTV Haga contest? I didn't even know they were doing that. I don't really focus on TTV too often. Um, Not gonna explain too much why. It's not like I have bad blood with them. It's just I'm not into TTV, I guess. It's just not really for me. So it's cool that they're doing that. It's just a personal thing, I guess. Um, Not that I hate anyone. I want to clarify because anytime I say that, people assume, oh, you hate them. There must be a reason. There must be drama here, and it's just like, no, it's just not for me. I was trying to install and upgrade my double dealer, which involved disassembling the legs, but one of the legs has a strip screw in it, so it's very hard to get out. Yeah, I had a problem with my Optimus Primal. The knee was a little too tight, and I think it's just my copy, but I tried unscrewing it and the screw strip. So I wonder if that's the quality of the screws right now, because I mean, I can't say for everyone, but that's the second time as of recently. Ow, I hit my hand. That's the second time as of recently where I'm hearing people unscrew a figure and it gets damaged, the screw itself. So I wonder if they're using very cheap screws right now. All I know is that I really love Kingdom Warpath. I don't know if you guys can see that. He is a wonderful figure. And to anyone saying that the scale is off, Warpath's scale is really hard to determine. I've heard people say a Voyager class toy would be perfect for this, but I've seen him smaller than Hoist, and I've seen him the same size as Swerve, but then I've also seen him the same size as Prowl in the show. His size goes everywhere. This is, in my honest opinion, probably the perfect size because he is bigger than I think Bumblebee, and I do remember seeing that in the cartoon. So yeah, like I rewatched all these scenes of Warpath, and his size is all over the place. Oh my god! Did you hear Brian hates? Yeah, I couldn't clue into what you were saying. Hey Toa, um, it's just Toa, not Toa. But Toa, what is your favorite Halo Heroes figure? Oh God, I like that Mark 7 right now, the first wave one. I don't know because I got a lot of the recent ones. The Trailblazer. It's a tie between the Trailblazer and this one in the back here. If I can get it. Although I do like the can't remember his name. It's the pink hell jumper because yeah, the color. pretty much the color. Let's see. Ah, there we go. I have my mammoth down here as well. He's pretty cool. Uh-oh. I have a box right here, but I just remembered there was something back here. Now I'm not seeing it. Is it right there? Oh, it's right there. Okay, cool. Phew. I have a box sitting against the castle, and I thought that, oh, is my old Neo shifter set behind there? Because some of the joints are brittle. But no, it's actually sitting on the shelf. It's not even anywhere near it. Elite Warlord, yes, I want that set. I haven't been able to get it, and people still think, oh, are you going to review it? And I'm like, I don't have it. What else is there to talk about? So I guess I should talk about my Halo collection. I started collecting, I think, in 2010. I don't think it was right away in 2009. I could be entirely wrong. Actually, 2009 does make more sense because I know that's when it started, but I was kind of late in starting the collection. I didn't really jump on it right away. But my first set was the Halo Scorpion, the original Scorpion set. And I saw it on the shelf. That's the main one I wanted because I loved Red versus Blue, and it reminded me of Sheila. Then it's also got a Red Spartan, kind of like Sarge. And I got that for half price. Originally, that set I believe was $40. I got it for $20. So I decided to buy it, and I thought, man, this set is really cool. It was sitting on the shelf for the longest time, and it was pretty much my only Halo set for a while. It wasn't until 2010, I think midway in 2010, when I got the second set in my collection, which was the Red Covenant Weapons Pack that came with the Red Brute. And I decided to buy that because, why not? Different color for the Brute. There's something in my teeth. Sorry, that was annoying me. I got that Red Covenant Brute, and basically I just had those two sets, which was cool because I had more Covenant than UNSC, but that was pretty much it for the most part. I think for a couple of months, that's pretty much my entire shelf. Because I had this woodboard shelf. I'm not sure if I have it here. Is it the one that's in the other room? Because I moved twice, so I don't know. Yeah, I think it's the one in the other room. But I just had on the top of the shelf this whole space cleared, and it was just the Scorpion and that little thing. And it wasn't until later when I decided, okay, let's really get into this. And so the 2009 sets were getting on sale, but the 2010 sets were out. And back in the day, you would pretty much get sales or clearance on anything. So I was getting a lot of Halo sets at that point. My collection grew from having two sets to having a decent group of UNSC and Covenant. And I think it was like probably around 10 or 15 from each side. And I had these little battles, and it was pretty cool. Like, my collection was small enough to where I could pretty much bring it anywhere I go. I could put it in a bin, or I could have it just on this shelf behind me, or not shelf, but this little fold-out table, and I could just have a little battle, a little war right there, and play along with that. But then it kept growing and growing and growing, and by 2011 and 2012, I had the countdown, battlescapes, drop pods, the Wraith. I had the aerial ambush and whatnot. I think it's by the point where I had the Science Spartans and the Wraith when I decided, okay, I'm gonna go full out on collecting Halo stuff. The reason why I was hesitant is because I've never played the games, but I thought this lineup is really cool. And Red versus Blue won me over to getting the first set, but then I just thought, man, these are really cool. Let's keep it going and see what happens. And so eventually I got a lot of the sets. And by a lot, I mean a lot. Like back in the day, I think I had most of the Halo sets. I didn't have everything, but I had most of them. And I thought that was pretty cool, but distribution as of recently have been kind of, um, not the best. And then I think around 2015, 2016, so surprisingly when Bionicle came out again, I was kind of backing off from Halo. It wasn't like I was disinterested in Halo, but they weren't really putting anything new out because, they were retreading so much ground, which I didn't necessarily mind originally, but then again, like, oh, another warthog, another scorpion, another banshee, another ghost. Okay, woohoo! Like the excitement for new vehicles kind of died down because there weren't really too many new vehicles to really do at the time. Um, there's obviously a lot more that they could do, but for the basic sets, it's another warthog, another hornet, another whatnot. I think what really ruined it for me was I think it was 2013 or 2014. Um, Around 2013, I think it was that wave. It was mostly UNSC vehicles and UNSC stuff, and barely any Covenant things. So there were no real bad guys to take on, except for just the figures themselves, which were cool, but they didn't really have anything to back them up. Because the UNSC had a Goshawk, a Hornet, Cyclops, Pelican, Cobra. What did the Covenant had? A vampire. That was it. Oh, and a couple of turrets. That was pretty much it. Um, so yeah, it kind of just ruined the collection for me because I definitely love getting the Covenant stuff and the Banished and expanding on that. But because there just wasn't really much in there, and I was getting so many Spartans and UNSC stuff, I don't know. It just felt like they were pushing off one side and just putting in so much of something else that, yeah, it's cool, but kind of got old real quick. But I think it was around. I think it was actually this year that or no, not this year, last year. I was still buying Halo sets and whatnot and still getting into it. Um, I think 2014 kind of died down, and then it kind of came back up in 2017, and then distribution kind of sucked, so it kind of died down again. But then 2020 happened. Halo Infinite was kind of a big deal because they were expecting to release a game, and I just got so many sets again. Like, I tried to go back to the older sets. I got that Phaeton, the Forge versus Goliath. Tried to get some of the anniversary sets, some of the minifigures. And when 2020 came around, Halo Infinite, and I got most of the sets from that. Still trying to get the Series 1 and 2 mystery packs. But I got quite a lot of the bigger sets. I even decided, okay, you know what? Halo hasn't really, with their sets, disappointed me so much. Like, yeah, my interest kind of died down, but the sets themselves weren't really that bad. I can't think of a set that was necessarily bad. So why don't I invest in getting the Pelican this time around? Because I don't really invest in getting the large sets. Um, the most I ever paid for, I think, was $100 set, and I'm not even sure if I actually did pay for that. Um, but yeah, and I got the Mammoth for free, so that I didn't pay for that. So I just decided, okay, Pelican, let's buy it. And it was on for $50 less than normal. I decided to jump on it, and I have no regrets on that because it is a gorgeous looking thing. So yeah, I decided to get the Pelican, and my interest has gone back up. So yeah, that's the Halo side. That's the origins of me buying the Halo stuff. There you go. There it is. Bionicle. Let's talk about Bionicle for a bit. So, Bionicle was okay. So we got shelves of Halo, and we've got shelves of Transformers. Bionicle is the first love. Other than Hot Wheels, because parents will just get their kids Hot Wheels and, oh, cool cars, you know, it's whatever, and they're super cheap too. But Bionicle, I think, was the first love because back in the day, I saw this commercial on TV, and it was sometime around, I think it was 2001. And they were showing off, hey, do you like the Toa? Or you might not like the Toa because we're just promoting it, but you will like the Toa. That's how commercials happen. Anyways, so I saw this commercial and it was something about a Bionicle product, and I thought, man, these are really cool. I don't even think I clued in that they were Lego. Um, and I just thought, man, these are really awesome looking things. You know, they have the gears, they have all these details and the hydraulics, and you build them, and they're just really nice. And so the number one thing that I asked for on Christmas was a Bionicle, and I got one. It was Pohatu. Definitely wouldn't be my first choice, but I wasn't going to complain because it's a Bionicle, and I thought, man, this is awesome. Like, the canisters were already cool. Like, you could go to the store and just you can mess with the canister all day long and just watch and look at them because they had the canisters themselves had this like clear paper thing that was printed on, and then they had these little window gaps, and you turn that paper around, and in the window you get different pictures of the masks, and then on the bottom you get a little bit of the story, and then you get codes that I wasn't even sure what the codes were for because I don't even remember anything to enter for that. But you had those sets, and you also had the lid was a part of the story as well because it was pretty much a temple on itself, which was pretty cool. And you could put on the mask, and then you could also put on the heads and add more masks. And then not only that, the canister itself was a play feature because not only the paper around it, but because the toes themselves, when they washed up on shore, they came in pods that were based on the canisters themselves. Everything on the toy was a play feature. Even the instructions had a little bit of the story and had nice artwork, and then it showed a combiner model, and you had to get 3 of the Toa to build this combiner model. And all the instructions had like a portion of the build for that. So once you had all the instructions, you had everything to build for that. And what was also cool is that for the combiner set, they showed a diagram of all the parts from each of the Toa, so that was pretty cool. Um, and you know, they showed the gimmicks and all this, and then of course the toy itself was really cool. I mean, I took Pohatu everywhere. I love that little ball thing they could kick around, even though I lost that like instantly. Um, I lost a lot of the parts to that original Pohatu, but thankfully I bought another one, and yeah, that is an awesome set, and I love the kicking feature. But the main one I wanted to get was Lewa, and I eventually got him, and I got Golly. Those were my first those were the original like toes that I had back as a kid. But now I have all 6 of them. Very happy about that. Like I think you could look at my entire collection and I could tell you something that I'm proud of. I think the most proud I am is all 6 of those. But yeah, continuing on with Bionicle, and what was cool about Bionicle is that you know, you could go online and then they would leak stuff, but I didn't know that you could do that. And so in the stores, they would just put out new Bionicle sets. I'm like, oh my god, okay, I'm not gonna argue with that. When the Borak and the Borak Va came around, I had no idea what these were. Like, I think I knew what the Borak were, but I had no idea what a Borak Va was. Like, my family surprised me with a Borak Va. And I was like, oh, cool, this is another Bionicle. I don't know what this is, but okay. Um, and you know, I really enjoyed that as well. You know, there was no Bionicle that I hated back in the day. So I got a couple of Borak. I had both of the Koroks that came out, so they were the white ones. and then I had a Nubuck Cal, and I think a Tannock. Yes, a Tannock, because someone gave me the Tannock. Um, Without the Krana, it took me, what, 18 years to get the Krana for it, and now I got a complete Tannock. But then the Toanuva came out. Didn't know what these were, but those are cool, and I got 4 of them on Christmas, so that was nice. I got all 6 of them now. And then eventually, like, more stuff got leaked through, and I did know about the Roxy, and I got all 6 of those. I actually got more than 6 of those. But the Toa Metro was the biggest surprise, because I walked into the Rogers, which was like a Blockbuster at the time, and I saw on the shelf, like right in the window as we're going in, new Bionicle sets with Metro Nui on it. I'm like, what the hell is this? I didn't know what the hell that was, because, like, what's Metro Nui? It looks cool, but what is that? This is new. And then the toes had the Taraga name. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Is this like a futuristic Matanui? No, it was before Matanui. Okay. And then, like, the following week, they put out the Matoran. I didn't know what those were either. Well, I knew what the Matoran were, but I didn't know who these guys are. And, yeah, it was just a huge surprise for me. Eventually, I did find out that, oh, Brickshelf was putting out leaked images of the next sets. And I think when 2004's movie came out, they pretty much showed what they were putting out for 2005. So, because they had the prototype thing, so they showed the Hordika and the Visorak. But then after that, like, prototypes got leaked out from a booklet, and that's how you saw the Paraka, the Matoran, Toa Nika, Baraki. Like, you would know about these months in advance. Like, I think before Toy Fair. I think the Paraka were leaked sometime in September, then came out December, or actually, I think it was way before that. No, because I was in school when I found out about the Paraka. Um, but yeah, like, it was just such exciting time, and I was so thrilled about the upcoming Bionicle sets. Like, you knew these things were coming months in advance, and it was so hard not to get excited for them. Like the Fantoka, here comes Liwa again, and Pohatu and all them. I was so excited. They don't look like their originals, but that's fine, you know. I mean, when you look at the Toametru, they don't look like the Taraga now, do they? So it was like, okay, I'm fine with this. Or the Anika, they don't really look like Holly and Jala from what I remember, but that's fine. You know, they change. So I had no idea or no idea. I had no problem with the Fantoka and the Mystica. People seem to be upset because they're not like the old sets. But then you look at some of the characters throughout the sets, and a lot of them don't look like the same character. So, you know, 2009 was really exciting. I think I jumped out of my seat and got, like, so thrilled because the name Matanui. For those who don't know, Matanui is basically the god of Bionicle, let's say. Um, and they were putting out a set for Matanui after like 9 years. Matanui got a set. Makuta had a set, which was, you know, pretty much in the origins described as his brother. And we never had a Matanui set until then. So that was pretty cool. Uh, I know a lot of people were disappointed with the stars. I wasn't, because kind of like the Matoran build anyways. And I thought, oh, this is like a retro line, you know? This is fine. Um, but then we hear it's the last wave of Bionicle, and that got disappointing. So when 2015 came around, I was like, ah, this is cool. And I got super hyped for that. And I pretty much have, I think, the entire 2015 lineup. I don't have all the exclusive masks, but I have the entire 2015 lineup. 2016, not so much. I don't have Tahu, the Kopaka set, Umarak, either one, and uh, who's the one that's not Artaka? Ikimu. So, but yeah, just a lot of sets. I even have knockoffs of the Taraga. And you know what's funny about the knockoffs of the original Taragas I have? They only have 4 of them, and the orange one that looks like Vakama has Nuju's mask, just colored in orange. But the funny part about that is I actually have the original version of that mask as well, because you get the mask packs in different colors. So it was kind of funny. But yeah, that's kind of the origins of when I started collecting Bionicle sets, and I couldn't get everything, but I tried. And nowadays, I really want to go back to buying the Bionicle sets, but they're really hard to find. So I was only trying to remove the comment, not the person. What happened? I guess someone blocked a guy, I guess? I don't know. I'm just gonna check that out. Yeah, you gotta be careful on that. Let's see. Customization. Well, he's not blocked on, from what I can see, so that's kind of weird. I'm not sure what to do about that then. Let's see. I'm actively spinning mine the second. Wonder what HH15 will be. What? I really wish these damn options had a description of what they do. I think it will be amazing because hopefully they won't have to remove stuff for spoilers. Alright, see ya, Victor, dude. I'm not sure what you guys are talking about. I'm probably missing something. Oh, Halo Heroes. Okay. My bad. I clued in. Yeah, the recent Halo Heroes is kind of disappointing. I don't think I'll make a whole video on, hey, here are the pictures, but, at least not until official images come out. But yeah, I'm very disappointed by that. I'm guessing because they don't want to spoil stuff that they had to change certain things. But yeah, another Master Chief. Oh, but it's in darker green. I don't care. You have the mold. Make a different Spartan, please. Or we've got that helmet pack with a blue version of that Master Chief mold. Here's an idea. Do a red one. And then, another Mark 7. Ooh. I mean, the Mark 7 looks good. I want it, but... Trailblazer. It's also white. What else is out there? The Jackal. Cool. I wouldn't mind a Jackal. Could have been better. But I don't mind having a single pack Jackal. It's not bad. Tartarus. I knew he would come out in Halo Heroes. Just, I feel like it's not that exciting because there's nothing else that feels exciting. So even though Tartarus, or no, Hyperius, sorry, would probably be looked over as like, okay, this is just a nothing figure, like, because you do have that big defense showdown pack, so some people won't really care for that. I think if there was more things that were new, people would be like, yeah, it's fine. I am glad that, some people don't have to buy the Defense Point Showdown. I saw someone say that, well, I could get the Defense Point Showdown for $20, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, but here's one for $5. If you're just wanting to get the Tartarus. Like, that's why I didn't mind so much the Halo Heroes Master Chief. Even though we already have a 2-pack, it's not that much more expensive than a Halo Heroes pack. Um, for people who just want a Master Chief, and that's it, well, there you go. But then we got another Halo Heroes Master Chief. Why? Um, I guess one could argue that, like, it could be kind of like a repack of the previous wave, which, I mean, I guess they could start doing that because, I mean, other companies do that. Transformers does it. But it just seems disappointing that, oh, here's a spot taken by the same thing we got in the previous wave. And I saw someone argue that, well, maybe someone wants to get it when Halo Infinite is around. And it's like, okay, but we already have a series, was it 13 Master Chief? Really not that difficult to get if you could find Halo Heroes. So, I don't know. Also, another thing I wanted to point out before I get back in the chat. There's a lot of arguments going on with Faber on the new Bionicle Gen 3 sets. Or Gen 3 idea, I shouldn't say, because it's not really sets right now. And I get that he's optimistic that he wants to do something, and that's pretty cool. And I'm hoping he does do something. But I am going to be straight up honest with you. I am so tired of those teasers. Like, I am so tired of it. Um, like, if you want tease to, like, get people to rally up and hopefully get some interest in and maybe get some help with that, that's fine. But not everyone knows what to do or what you want exactly from it. And it's being so cryptic that it's like if your boss just kept telling you to do things but in a cryptic way, like he presents it in a cryptic way, nothing's going to get done because nobody knows what to do, you know? And someone complained to him, and he's like, "Well, you're actually like at the side of the beach. You're at the sand, and you're complaining, but you're not wanting to go in the water, and join the waves and be part of the ocean and whatnot." And it's like, Faber, what you're doing is like splashing water on his feet, and he wants to go in the ocean, but you keep pulling away the ocean, you know? And I mean no disrespect to Faber because I mean all this, and I respect him for Bionicle, but like, and if you don't have anything to present, that's fine. I don't mind the artwork and stuff like that, but don't tease something like you have something and show nothing for it, because otherwise it's just teasing and it's annoying, you know. Because I do want something to work out, and if you got something, that's fine. But it's just like, if you don't have anything, please stop. Okay? If you want to rally people, then yeah, but give us an idea. Don't be so. I get why you want to be cryptic, because that was kind of a big thing with Bionicle. But like, if you want people in the community to start helping, then give us an idea of what to do. Hello, Master Microwave. I know you came in with a rant. Prime Bricks, you're here. Yay. I want to get more Bionicle for my collection. Oh, me too. I really wish these damn options. Oh, I read. I think it will be amazing because hopefully they won't have to remove stuff. Oh, all right. See if oh, right. I'm trying to go back to boom, a new Halo Heroes fig. Hopefully soon. Purple Jackal would be nice. Yeah, nothing out here as well. Like Series 1 and 2 for the mystery packs for Halo Infinite. Yeah, haven't found any of them. I think I have 3 from each wave. I have from Series 1 the Marine, Pelican, and the Active Camo Master Chief. And then for Wave 2, I have the Blue Spartan, the Green Spartan, and the Elite. That's it. Hey Toa, do you have a Discord server? Yes, I do. I saw your comment. Um, Trying to find it. If you go to my T-Fan Page 101 channel, you will see that I have... Oh, wait. Can I do it this way? No. Let's see. There you go. That should work. Hey man, gonna have some dinner with the family. Nice. Quick question before I go. What out of all your Bionicle, both G1 and G2, was your favorite Toa build? Mine was the Metro. I don't know, because I kind of have problems with some of the older ones, mostly because of the gearing system. Uh, it's like, okay, it doesn't really leave much for articulation, I can't leave it in a pose. So I guess the Anika was pretty cool, but I didn't like their masks. I think the best is probably, for me, and I know this is going to be an unpopular opinion, the Fantoka and Mystica. Just because they're original Bionicle characters, I like the different masks, um, and some of the pieces were pretty cool. I would have said the Mari, but there's some really weird ones, like Huki, and some abnormal builds that I'm just not sure if I feel is good. I mean, I still like them, I still want them, but they're just kind of weird. Happy 10th anniversary. Oh, okay, cool. So he does come back. Thank you. I need Vic. Oh, Victor. Yep. So with that out of the way, I'm just trying to think of what else to talk about. Brian, congrats on 10 years. Thank you. Um, so what's planned for the future? I want to do more Bionicle reviews. Yes, I really do. I know that one of the figures I was able to complete thanks to Justin, I would love to review. I kind of want to review the little new Vok. Va, congrats on 10 years. Thank you. Uh, Thank you all for the congrats on the 10th anniversary. Um, so I would love to do more Bionicle reviews. It's just I need to find the time because I'm focused on the other channel. Um, Mega Construx, again, I want to do more reviews. I was actually trying to film a Car Part Adventures a while back, and I have the clips for it, but it's just not good quality because I moved now, so I don't have the same space that I used to have, and so I'm not sure where to film those videos anymore. So it's just kind of awkward. Like I tried to film in the hallway, and it's just like, this doesn't really work out now, does it? But yeah, it's not like it's out of the question. It's just I don't know what to do. So it's pretty much just see what content I make. You know, can't really give an exact answer to what I want to do, but there are videos I want to do. So there's that. And I hope you guys enjoy them. So with that out of the way, I do have to head out right now. Thank you for sticking around within the 10 years. And hopefully you'll enjoy what else I put out. So there's that. With that out of the way, that is pretty much it. I thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and all those fun doodads. As long as you're happy, it's good. Thank you. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and all those fun doodads. And I will see you guys next time. Sorry, I'm just reading the message. That was good timing. I'm just staring at the screen. This is kind of awkward. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.